All right, guys, so we are officially on the road. We're not heading to anybody's house. We are headed to our first campground, and we are super excited. We just left. Yes. We just left Asheville, the Asheville area. We went to go visit with family for a few days, and now we're headed to our first campground.
We're going to do a campground that we've been to a couple times. Our campsite is actually going to be a couple feet from the water, which is going to be great for us because we're going to be able to put the kayaks in straight from our campsite. We're also going to be able to ride our bikes around the 3 islands where we're going to be. And we're going to relax. This week is going to be our first week getting out. No agenda, no destination in mind, just relaxing. And so it's going to be a lot of shakedown of our rig and the way
Our campsite.
and the way we have everything set up in the campsite. Everything's going to be sorted out, and we'll keep you guys along with those videos, because even though we have pared down everything for the next couple months, we're gonna have to be very specific with what we're keeping with us, because we're only using a 5x8 enclosed trailer.
And we, being in the 4Runner, we don't have a whole lot of interior storage space. So because there are 6 of us, we take up the entirety, for the most part, of the interior. So we've got a little bit of space underneath the boys' feet in the middle row, and then we've got the small space behind the 3rd row seating, which is not a lot of space back there. So it all has to fit inside the trailer or on the roof, and we would prefer to keep it in the trailer and not on the roof for convenience sake.
So behind the 3rd row seat, there is a little bit of a trunk space. And we have the necessity stuff in there, like a first aid kit.
Stuff we want easy access to.
Yeah, just stuff that we need. If we need quick access to it, I have it sitting there.
Like if we need to change a tire or stuff like that.
Yeah. So we're driving on I-40 through the gorge, and
it's probably my least favorite part of the drive. I do not like the cut.
It is. It's not bad. If you're paying attention, it's not bad. But, yeah, at least they widened it from when I was a kid. They widened it now, so.
I can't imagine what it was like before. It's narrow now.
But the good thing is here it is during the day, during the week. There's hardly any traffic.
Yeah.
And you know us, we're not in a hurry. So, yeah, we'll take our time, get to where we're going, set up camp, and start kayaking.
So today is a day off for Jeremy. He does not have to get onto his computers at all today. So it's nice that we're able to schedule travel days in the middle of the week on a day that Jeremy does not have to work.
Because of the remote job that I have, I get to choose my own schedule, and so we have one day off during the week, which will be our travel day, because there's not going to be traffic on those days. And so today is that day, so there's no traffic. I mean, there's cars on the road, but there's no traffic, so makes travel days easier. So our goal is to stay somewhere for at a minimum 2 weeks. We're not in a hurry.
Originally, our thoughts were that we would try and stay somewhere for at least a couple weeks at a time. That way we're not rushing to try and see everything in the area or do everything in the area and still have some downtime.
We're not going to leave a place that has more things we want to see because we're going to schedule something else. I mean, there's no schedule.
This is our only reservation that we have right now. We have not reserved past this current week.
And that's only because the campground requires you to put a reservation online. There's no first come, first serve at this campground. So, but we plan to be somewhere for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks total before we move on. That gives us plenty of time to do everything we want to do in the area without rushing. It accounts for rainy days. We'll see how that works out. We'll keep you guys up to speed on how that works out.
So this site that we're getting ready, that we're heading to, is, like Jeremy said, it's just a couple feet from the edge of the lake. We are literally lakefront right now, and so we are super excited to be able to get the kayaks out, maybe swim. I don't know if the water's going to be too cold at this time of the year. With the night temperatures at night dropping a little bit more than they were before, it might be too cold, but we'll see. So the transition from being in a house to being in a tent is going to be a little bit of, obviously, a change. We do have a 1-year-old who likes to wake up rather early, so my plan is to get up with him and walk around the campgrounds in the morning so that I can get a little bit of exercise in and allow the boys to keep sleeping, the older boys to keep sleeping. I'm looking forward to having the mornings mostly to myself and getting some exercise in. I know that it's one area as a mom of 4 that I struggle to find that time. And since it's just me in the morning with Jefferson, so that hopefully I'll get into a good habit of getting up and doing that in the mornings.
So if you guys know us, you know we love Chick-fil-A, and this past week we've actually had 3 different individuals send us Chick-fil-A gift cards, and so you guys know we love eating Chick-fil-A when we're on the road. So thank you to those 3 people very much. The boys are going to have some Chick-fil-A for lunch, and we'll see you at the campsite on the lake.